Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11, and this is Kathy speaking. Welcome to your messenger is here on this new moon. This new moon in Libra. This reading is done right on the new moon in Libra on the 21st of October of 2025. Let's see what the messages are. Those of you on Patreon, the new moon analysis is up. The new moon is happening in a little while, and Libra, of course, is relationships of all types. We do talk a lot about the astrology, and the link is beneath if you're interested in that. You can actually visit Patreon and purchase it as a one-off if you're interested. It's almost 2 hours analysis. Let's see what the energies are like, as I know that this new moon will be bringing up lots of wounds and a necessity for change. Could be bringing up a lot of information that is hidden and a lot of control issues, possibly. We have to just be careful how we perceive and how we communicate, how we think, and what position we hold within relationships. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is on this new moon. We've got the World card, so something is completing, and this is a card of accomplishment as well. This does speak to the 4 fixed signs, so Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. A journey comes to an end, a completion point, but we also see here is Aphrodite, Venus, and Venus is in the sign of Libra. Maybe through peace we can call it a day if there's something that was not on our path anymore. If you've been feeling as though everything has gone wrong and nothing is working out, you must be needing a change of path. Maybe you're on the wrong path. Let's see what's going on as we are reading the energies with the messenger. And we'll be taking the angels, gods, and goddesses. Let's see what's going on energetically. As most of you know, we are reading the energies, and whenever you see this message, it could be significant for you. And this is the Light Seers Tarot. If you're interested in the deck that we're using, there it is. Let's see, 9 of Swords. I think that there will be some sort of a crisis, as Chiron, the wounded healer, is right opposite this new moon. And a new moon, of course, is a new seed, so set your intentions. Let Spirit know what it is that you're wanting in relationships, in matters pertaining to justice. But there's a necessity for all the rotten and all the disgust and the yucky energies, Mars and Mercury and Scorpio, and all the secrets and the mysteries to be revealed. It may be hard to look at. 9 of Swords. Someone is having a hard time perceiving things in a really hard way, worrying like crazy, not being able to sleep. There's something on our minds with the 9 of Swords, but you know, this is a 9, which says it's coming to an end. It could be matters pertaining to September around the eclipses. Interesting, as we're leaving the eclipses now. Yeah, trust your intuition. There's going to be, we've got a fair bit of water, but a lot of air. There's no earth in this new moon, so we're going to have to try and stay grounded. Okay, it's all about the perception and the mind, and relationships are on the scales. Let's see, with High Priestess, she holds the knowledge from within, obviously. The knowledge is possibly within us, as long as we trust that. I mean, for me, you know, this is like Virgo, Pisces. It's got a lot to do with the eclipses, and a lot of the eclipses are being activated as well, which is taking us back even, you know, back to 2024 and back all the way back to 2022. Let's see what the High Priestess, what is the wisdom and the knowledge that she holds? That there will be a return, some karma or dharma Six of Pentacles to me is the Libra energy. Of course, it shows the scales usually. Now, the High Priestess could also be someone, you know, a third party, the other woman. It could be a spiritual connection as well, something that's not based in practicality, something that maybe was more connection on a higher level, but not so much where practical matters, daily matters are concerned. I do get here that it's like, because if you think of the South Node transiting through Virgo, this is what we need to detach, right? And opposite in Pisces is the North Node, which is what we need to follow. We need to find the middle ground between the two. This could be worry about money as well. Some of you may be thinking, you know, you may be seeing signs and numbers and things, and Spirit is telling you there's more of a return. There'll be more justice and more fairness and more harmony within another relationship or a business partnership or another job, right? Six of Pentacles is like a return. Remember, sometimes in the tarot we see one, you know, the person that's able to pay, the person that is possibly doing their deeds, maybe not sharing, maybe not distributing the energy, because money is energy, right? Food is energy. Everything is energy. So even love, it's energy. Maybe the energy was not distributed fairly. Possibly also because Libra is on the same axis with Aries. Someone more loving thyself more, and we know Pisces is more about nurturing, loving, sacrificing, giving, possibly without a return. Some of you could be on the verge of closing something up because there hasn't been a return. For some of you, there could possibly be, you know, a moment of success where there will be a return on what you've provided, what you've done, the work you've done, the energy that you've created for yourself, because we are beings of creation. We do have the ability to create situations through positive thought and through positive action. And of course, remember, this is Dharma. What you've done, you will receive. This could be a payout. This could be a return of a relationship. It doesn't have to be love. It could be business. It could be an agreement, or it could be family. But I see that we start off with a lot of worry, a lot to do with the mind and the way the mind thinks. Sometimes negative thinking or worrying pertaining to the worst scenario. But this is a positive card, and we've got two cards that speak to balance. That's what Libra is. I would say with Mars and Mercury and Scorpio, with Lilith there. Lilith, you know, the dark side of the moon, our shadow side. They're up there in Scorpio, but they're in a good aspect, in a very positive water trine with Saturn. Saturn in Pisces at those, roughly at the 25th degree, 27, roughly there. At the later degrees, nevertheless, of Pisces, and Jupiter at 24 degrees. We will see that exact, you know, Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter from Cancer, Saturn in Pisces in a positive water trine. And as you know, the more personal planets, Mercury and Mars, will be moving direct. It will form a grand water trine moving forward. Not right now, but right now it's the seed that's planted. Whatever is being planted does speak to a release, to some sort of an ending for that beginning, right? It's like a new moon. You can't see anything. There's no moon in the sky. It's dark. So you need to trust your intuition. Try to get out of this energy and stop worrying that the worst case scenario could show up. So whatever is going on, and the the fact is that there's something that needs to be completed, something that we're needing to go back to revisit, and that's because of all the retrogrades. It's like revisiting a past situation. When was the hardest time, for you this year? Because this year has been very, it's been shocking where challenges are concerned. Very shaky, very unstable. So we may be going back to revisit, to complete something that needs, maybe there's one more lesson that's necessary to learn. And Libra is all about peace, equality, harmony, and maybe also intelligence, right? Being more equal, trying to see the other person's side. Yeah, a lot of strength is necessary to hold back on, those possibly hard feelings. Scorpio is very toxic, and Mercury is there, so the thoughts are toxic, the words could be toxic. Mars is there, which could be very cutting, but I do feel that we need to come from the heart. That's what the Strength card is telling us. Not so much relative to the ego, because there is no ego where Pisces is concerned, and Neptune, straight after this new moon, will re-enter, will go back to Pisces. So a lot of the eclipses are being activated now, so we could have the possibility or the outcome relative to the eclipses that we've had in the recent year, I would say. Let's see, Leo comes through very strongly as well. It's going to take a lot of strength to hold back on the passion and the desire to move forward, to connect, to transform relationships, right? We've got a King of Cups here, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. King of Cups, emotionally mature. This is what we need to be. We need to be mature. We need to act like mature adults. And the King of Cups, of course, could be someone that has gone through maturity, through growth. The King of Cups and the High Priestess, which could be like the Queen of Cups. This could be a spiritual connection, or there's, we have spiritual connections with friends as well. It's not just love relationships where, family members, so on and so forth, soulmates generally. But the King of Cups usually is someone that's, more sacrificing, more open. If this would be more Scorpio, so it does bring up to me someone maybe who is also very, very locked up relative to their emotions, not giving as much, not returning the love. It could have been someone that was coming through. This could be Scorpio, Sag. Well, it could be Cancer, Leo, Cuspa as well. But I see someone needing to find, to dig deep and really go for it, to dig up and find the strength to be open emotionally, to reciprocate. And if not, then possibly return back to our past situation, continue the cycle, right, where the lessons haven't been learnt, the karma hasn't been paid off. This is like a payback. What can I say? Very karmic indeed. Let's see. Oh, wow, everyone. Two of Cups. Beautiful. Two of Cups, this is like a meeting of the hearts, a meeting of the souls. The Two of Cups is an agreement. Or it doesn't have to be a love relationship. This could be, I agree, like we agree, that we disagree, and that we go our separate ways. If something is not able to be healed here, because this is, a cycle that's ending. This is the completion, and it's recognition that the work has been done, that the fixation of the fixed signs has been overcome. Now remember, Libra is a cardinal cardinal air sign, so it's more about the perception and the communication, and the opposition is the wounding of the ego, the I versus us. Right? So can we meet in the middle is the question here, whichever the relationship. Could be a business partnership for all I know. But we need to come from a place of heart. I believe here with the strength card. Or it's taking a lot of strength for someone to be open emotionally. I do feel that the divine feminine with the high priestess, she's already there. She's a level up, possibly waiting on a return, on the tables to turn, possibly, as well. Now remember that Libra is an air sign, so maybe logic overrides the emotion. I think they will be sort of playing between each other because there's a lot of air. It's all air, it's all perception, it's all communication, anything written, spoken, messages, anything legal as well, to do with the law, right? Libra is justice. But also there's a lot of water. So the mind and the heart, I would say, is in a battle here. To go with logic or to go with heart, to go with the emotions, with the psyche, right? We've got an Eight of Cups. This to me is where there hasn't been a return, where your cups are not filled here. Someone emotionally is checking out, is moving on, is emotionally moving forward, looking for those cups that are right here. This could also be someone having left a situation because there was too much worry, too much pain, too much secrecy, possibly also gossip, I would say, and third parties, or someone's following their intuition and knowing that where they're heading towards and where this new moon is taking them is a brand new life cycle, is a brand new story. It could be a new chapter to an old story as well. So like saying, if there's no return, okay, I'm releasing this. Remember, a new moon could take up to 6 months. So up to the Aries season of next year, we could have the outcome of what this reading is about. Okay? What else? And we've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is, I'm moving towards something that's more stable. And the Ace of Pentacles is a grounded, reality-based new beginning. It could be a new home. It could be a new job. It could be a new relationship. This is a major promise here, a big opportunity. But that's only if the Aries, which is where the wound is, right? Which is the new cycle after an ending. Only once someone knows their power. Remember that the sun is exalted in Aries, but now the sun right now is in Libra, coming to the, last degrees. In a couple of days it's the Scorpio season, and happy birthday if you're celebrating your birthday. I was telling my people on Patreon, it's my mum's birthday today, so your wishes could really, really help. Thank you for that. She's turning 78. Yeah, spring chicken. But yeah, I was saying that the sun is in its full position in Libra, so maybe there's a sense of weakness where the ego is concerned, maybe because relationships are unequal or in a disharmonizing position right now. Some work needs to be done, surely. And that Ace of Pentacles is such a big promise here for something long term. But look at his hands, how they're dirty. He's gotten his hands dirty. This is a seed, something that is being planted maybe now and will grow in a matter of 6 months. Rocky. Okay. Oh no. We've got Rocky, and just give me a second. This is exactly what will be happening. Okay, it's Agapi and Rocky at it, and Agap is in Rocky's turf now, and this would be Mars and Mercury in Scorpio. You might find yourself at odds with a connection. This could bring a total end, an emotional breaking out and breaking away. Because Leo is a fixed sign. Remember, Leo is the heart, but the negative energy of Leo would be control, would be, I'm the king, you need to go abide by my rules. There could be a lot of ego for some of you. So some of you could be dealing with a water sign. Others of you, I feel someone that could be a little bit, riding on their high horse. I get a little bit of ego here. But what we see here on this side, and we've got the Eight of Cups as well. So this has got to do with the past. This could have to do with a situation that you're releasing from the past. The future promises something long-term, more return, and where someone's ready to get their hands dirty for this agreement. Someone's willing to do the work, does not fear planting this new seed. And this new seed should be planted now. It's being put in the earth, but a little bit of tact, a little bit of strategy, this can grow, greatly here. And for those of you that are going through possible separation, divorce, there will be a clean cut. You will come to harmonize and say, okay, we agree to disagree. This chapter in our life is over. Maybe it's better, So an agreement, we're balanced, we're harmonized, we want the same thing. But as I said, this could play out within 6 months. Okay, because I feel that there's still some work to be done. I mean, as the moon is waxing, and think about it, new moon in Libra at the 29th anaretic degree. It's going to enter Scorpio. So the next 2-3 days may be a little bit dark, a little bit worrisome, needing to go deep, needing to not fear looking into the darkness, into the depths of Scorpio. And this could be someone that is very emotionally, or has been very emotionally detached, or fears being open, emotionally being vulnerable. This could be a change, who knows? Unless this was someone that was just taking and not giving. But I feel that the promise is that you will come into balance and harmony. What's at the bottom here? What is here? We've got the Nine of Cups. You could see like she's jumping for joy. It does remind me of the Fool jumping off that cliff, right? The Aries energy, which needs, this is like I trust and I believe in my higher self and my abilities. I want to take that trip, Aries, within a balanced, harmonious relationship, Libra. But there needs to be, both parties need to feel that they are ready and they've done the work to find their equal, complete partner, right? And the Nine of Cups, of course, is a wish fulfillment. This could be playing out for the next 6 months. What I see here, I mean, we see the gold, we see the little glory box here with a lot of gold. A lot is promised here. Okay, let's see what that Nine of Cups is sitting on. And we've got Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups, Nines are completion points. We've got the Ace of Swords, and Ace of Swords is clarity. It's opportunity. It's clearing out the cobwebs. It's clearing out the illusion, the deception. Remember what I said. Neptune is going back to Pisces and will stand on that 29th degree of Pisces, carrying the whole zodiac on its back. What is true and what is not? Has there been illusion? Has there been things going on behind the scenes? Pisces is the 12th natural 12th house, which is all about endings, completion points, karma, any bad habits that we need to release. Bad habits could be fears, fear of intimacy, fear of emotional openness, fears relative to the inner child, right? Leo, the inner child, and even Chiron in Aries. Chiron is wounds that come up from the past. Yes, issues relative to the past will come up because Jupiter is transiting through Cancer. Could be with family, could be your financial stability where you're residing. Some of you could be moving. Right? A lot of things will be cleared, but I don't think that the clearing of the air will be easy. We need to use tact, diplomacy, and try and come into harmony. And where we cannot stay in a harmonious connection, relationship, and if there's no work done from both parties, then it's time to walk away. Okay? Walk away, move forward, and release the past. Let's see what's beneath the Ace of Swords. We've got the Six of Swords. Yeah, the potential is here to leave any troubles behind. And again, some of you could be dealing with someone that is in a foreign place, at a foreign, distant place. With the Six of Swords, this could have been a trip in the past that you've taken, thinking that you would come to balance and harmony. Yeah, it looks like the trip, the Chariot here. Maybe this was a promise of the Chariot moving forward. Someone had to decide. See, Cancer is where Jupiter is, and Jupiter is in a difficult aspect to this new moon, and will be bringing up some woundings relative to the past, but healing can also take place. All right, let's see emotionally what could be playing out. Now you could look at this reading as just for today, or when you when you receive this message for you personally, it could be just an hour after you watch this video. It could be a month down the track. It could be 6 months down the track. It always helps to come back to some messages. Something may have not happened, and the message is here, but you don't obviously realize it because something hasn't happened yet. Let's see, what is the potential for this new moon in Libra? The guidance always comes through. Always the Hermit, this is for me. This could be the inner light as well as wisdom and guidance. Wisdom will come because Jupiter is about seeing the bigger picture. Right? Jupiter is about justice. It is about openness, about the light, the wisdom, the information. It's about someone's philosophy. It brings intelligence, but it also can bring expansion, growth, possibly also freedom, because straight after this new moon, the moon is going to square Pluto at the early degrees of Aquarius. So there's something that we need to leave behind so this new seed can grow. Something that's toxic, something that was mysterious for you, something that was hidden, something that you feared looking at, something that's going to be brought straight up into your face. It could also be from your higher self. There's the key, there's Chiron. The resolution comes with the help of Spirit, I would say, of course. And the conclusion here is that someone sees the light, someone sees an opening or a way to heal. The key could be the open wound from past lifetimes. It could be the key to a home, the key to someone's heart. It could be the key to an intelligent breakthrough, to break free from something that you were stuck in. And the ability to heal through guidance, possibly from someone else as well. Yeah, there's the stuck energies. Stuck energy, this is Saturn. Maybe this is saying that this key will show up at some point. Saturn is the Lord of karma and timing. Maybe a little bit more timing is necessary. Or it's just saying that the light will come, the information, the wisdom, and the key, whatever this key is. It could be a resolution that will help you unlock this stuck energy, stuck in the mud, stuck in a situation. Yep, there's the Ascension, and very similar to the Six of Swords, we see the boat, right? So transition, possible physical movement, if not spiritual and more towards more awakening, more ascension. We've got family, so we've got support here. We've got family could be your tribe, or family could also be, family members, people that help you ascend, people that are there for you when you're stuck, when they can support you. This could be support from people that you call family, nevertheless. And we've got patience. So yes, a little bit of patience is necessary, it says here. Pause. We've got the Pisces energy, like the hanging man here. So earth, I do get, well, could be any earth energy here. But the pause to me is like someone needs a little bit of time. It's like needing to release and see things from a different perspective, like the hanging man energy. Not feeling as though this is for punishment, but needing, the timing. Timing is, and it's like Chronos in Pisces, which, of course, this will change early next year. And it's like needing to complete that story, to release before we can take that new journey. There's the bound, see? There's the bound again. There is Chronos. There are the fears. For some of us, these are fears. This is self-imprisonment, self-imprisoning blockages and forks in the road. Now, because the bound is Saturn, it could be responsibilities and some karma that someone's going through, where they need to free themselves, where they need to understand. There's still a lesson here. But there is an offer here. Now, the offer, it comes through in the Mystic Moon Oracles, comes through as a dark offer, as you could see. So I get that there are more fears here than anything else. Or it could be a secretive offer where it's not known to others, right? Let's see what's beneath that. We've got Divine Masculine in contemplation, trying to see things from an elevated point of view, but they don't see much. The clouds are there. So they could be still very clouded. You could be dealing with someone that likes to have a drink or two. Pisces could be escapism. I'm fearing and therefore I need to have a drink or two to see more clearly. I don't know. You could be dealing with someone that's very much into meditation. You could be receiving downloads yourself about what is promised. Listen to that. Heed that. To me, this is like a battle of Saturn and Neptune, right? Saturn is the grounded reality. Neptune is the illusion, the disillusionment, the lies, the deception, but it can be unconditional love. Now, this could be, of course, a possible dream come true. We've got the Nine of Cups as the general energy, but in due time and once the lessons have been learned, and this is the dream, this is the fantasy, and this is the reality. But it takes time and it takes hard work. It takes maturity. Okay, so, and we don't take reversals here, so I don't know if this King of Cups would be in the upright yet. Maybe they still need a little bit of work that they need to do. Let's see what the Kipper Oracle supports at this time. Yep, there's the imprisonment. As I said, this could be a self-imprisoning situation. These could be obligations and restrictions and boundaries. And we've got the expectation. The divine feminine is waiting on the divine masculine. I'm getting here, or whoever holds those energies. The expectation to me is like the Nine of Pentacles, but also like the Empress. So patience, just like the Oracle says here. And remember the key. There's the lock. But we see the mice here as well. The mice could be little nuances, or someone not believing in their own worth, that they're worthy of this relationship, that they're good enough, or there's something. It could be distrust, it could be third parties, it could be because the mice is Chiron in Libra. There's a wound relative to relationships here, and this could be wounds, past wounds, someone's wounds coming up from the subconscious, from their childhood, of, a fear of not being loved, someone carrying, those childhood wounds and not trusting. Well, obviously, if they didn't receive the love that they should have as a child, then this could be affecting them, right? Because a lot of the eclipses are being activated now. So we'll see. Because I also see this, as I said, as the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe someone needs to get out of a third-party relationship. They're still doing the work. They're still dealing with legalities. 29 is like an 11. It's like justice. Possibly anything legal. And this could also be someone paying money out to the children, offering, support, child support, and doing their due diligence. We've got a message of concern, which could be something that's very unexpected. What is this? And we've got high honors. High honors, I hope that this will be in the upright for you, because this is someone showing how much support and how much they value you for your patience, for your support. And the high honor could be a little bit egotistical for me. So you may be dealing with someone, that is in a position of prominence. Who knows? Either that, or they're what you understand is, through what you will come to understand, is that how much they value you, what support you've given. Now the support is returned, the love is returned, the recognition, the acknowledgement, all that. So this may be a little bit concerning. There may be fear around what the message will be or what the communication will be. But I feel that through a moment of crisis, the turnaround will be very positive. That's what I'm getting here. So there may be a little bit of ego, competitive energies I'm getting, and we've got judication here. So the news may be someone's going through possible separation or divorce, or they've got legal issues. This could be a battle for who's going to keep the children, for instance. I'm just thinking. But the judication for me, very much the Libran energy. Let's work together. Let's work in harmony and not in disharmony, and let's get over what the issues are. Because this could also be someone, two people going to a marriage counselor. But it's a 30, which is also 3. It's the Empress. So possibly there will be recognition. The seed is being put in the ground now. What it will germinate will be a possibility here, very promising. But it involves an ending, a release, a surrender, and more, I want to say, needing to do our due diligence, not shooting ourselves in the foot as well and thinking very negatively. We need to have an open mind and not just get stuck on the little details. South Node in Virgo, right? Not getting stuck into perfectionism. We're needing to see the bigger picture. We're needing to believe. North Node in Pisces. And trust that there can be unconditional love and sacrifice, and not just illusion, deception, dishonesty, and sacrifice without return. That's the way Spirit is. When there has been sacrifice, that the love needs to be returned. That's how the energies work. So where there's no flow, obviously, that's where the blockages come in and more work needs to be done. But let's see what's at the bottom. We've got the Lovers. So head over heart decision, like I was saying. There's the privileged lady, which is like the Empress, or someone very privileged. We see the top hat's the journey. Maybe this is saying that love and abundance can come in for some of you as long as you're patient, you're motherly, you're loving, you're nurturing, and trusting that you are good enough and that you've done the work, and that the love will be returned. Let's see what the angels, gods, and goddesses have for us. What is the advice, please, Spirit? What is promised here? on this new moon in Libra. Something has matured, surely, relative to the Libra part of your charts, as the new moon will be at the 29th degree. So something has come to mature, and there is promise of balance and harmony, but we need to go through a metamorphosis where there hasn't been equality. Change needs to happen. Let's see what Spirit is. I'm going to take 2 cards because 2 cards came out. Goddess of Justice. There is Libra. What seems an injustice is actually a blessing. This was the last card, I think, that I chose in the little shorts that we do now, that I'm doing. So check out the shorts if you haven't. Goddess of Justice came through not very long ago. And we've got Angel of Space Clearing. It is time to clear old negative thoughts and feelings, and I would say also people that are in your space. Maybe you're surrounded in a space of toxicity, maybe purification. You need to purify your place, wherever you're residing. Purify, cleanse. The South Node is still in Virgo. We're still doing a lot of purification and cleansing and releasing the old as we're moving towards the North Node in Pisces. Angel of Relaxation. Let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. So this is like saying release and wait for the outcome. As long as you know that you will be justified, as long as you know that the right people will be there for you at the right time, and that Spirit has acknowledged what you need to do. And I get the Goddess of Justice is the Divine Feminine is now using that Ace of Swords, right? The Queen of Swords is showing up for me. She's making her mind up. She's deciding. She's seeing things more clearly, and she's severing away anything that is not in balance or in harmony relative to relationships of all sorts. So let go, release, and you will get what you want. So to me, it's like saying the more you push for what it is you want, the more you don't get it. It's like you're pushing it away energetically. So what it's saying is concentrate on yourself. Do things for you. Clear your space. Clear your life. Relax. Meditate. Do things for you. That's what Libra is, right? It's doing things. Do your hair. Go and get something. Get a new wardrobe. Do things that make you happy, and just release the will to go and get what it is that you want. Just release, and maybe Spirit will bring it to you. Maybe it'll just be handed to you just like this. So because it's a dark card, to me it's like you're not expecting this. Whatever this offer is for you, it's something very significant, and finances are looking really good as well. Remember, Venus rules this new moon, and Venus is in home in Libra, and Libra is equal partnerships. Venus is also equality where money is concerned, where the turnaround, the what you receive after the work that you've done, obviously. Yeah. Distant horizons. This ship, this blessing has been on its way for a while. It feels like it's taken a while. We see the ship. The ship is good luck. It's filled with gifts. Now we see the train. The train, this is an abundant journey. And a privileged lady is like the Empress. And we see the lovers, which could be a twin flame connection or a business interaction and partnership. So I'm wishing you well. Happy new moon, everyone. And as I said, if you're interested in Patreon, it's on tier 2, and we'll be doing the November astrology ahead, the month ahead astrology, so that you know what's going on. Forewarned is forearmed. Tier 3 is where the astrology for November will be in the next couple of days. So do join us, support Divine Debut 11, and thank you also for supporting through liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. It helps a lot. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow with the love reading, the Wednesday love reading. I think the time that I'm uploading, I will change it a little bit, so you'll notice that the videos are uploaded a little bit later, so that I could, be in touch and upload for the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere to make everyone happy, okay? Because we're in Greek time, and in Australia the time doesn't suit. Then in the US, again, New York and Los Angeles, it's not fitting, so maybe the upload time won't be the usual. Okay, so keep that in mind. We're making some changes. Thank you so much, my darlings. I will talk to you soon. Tomorrow, actually. Namaste.